The human cell membrane. Welcome. If you enjoy this video and think others can benefit from it, please click the subscribe button below. My current goal is to pump out 2 videos per week with all content relative to human metabolism and nutrition. If that's your field of study, or you are simply looking to learn more about the body, health, wellness, fitness, and nutrition, we will get along just fine. Today, we're diving into a fascinating part of our cells, the cell membrane, also known as the phospholipid bilayer. This outer layer is essential for cell survival, helping it interact with its surroundings. Let's break down what it's made of, what it does, and how it functions. What is the phospholipid bilayer? The cell membrane is often described as a phospholipid bilayer. What does that mean? Well, it's made up of molecules called phospholipids. Each of these has 2 main parts, a head that loves water, hydrophilic, and tails that repel water, hydrophobic. These phospholipids arrange themselves in 2 layers, the heads facing outwards towards the water-rich environments inside and outside the cell, and the tails pointing inward, away from the water. This unique structure is what keeps the cell's internal environment stable. What is the membrane made of? The membrane isn't just phospholipids, though. It also contains proteins, cholesterol, and carbohydrates. Proteins. Some proteins act like gates or channels, allowing specific substances to enter or exit the cell. Others serve as receptors that help the cell respond to its environment. Cholesterol. Cholesterol molecules are scattered within the bilayer. They help maintain the membrane's flexibility, preventing it from becoming too rigid or too fluid. Carbohydrates. These are often attached to proteins or lipids on the membrane's outer surface. They act like ID tags, helping cells recognize each other and communicate. What does the membrane do? So what does the cell membrane actually do? It serves several critical functions. Barrier. It acts as a protective barrier, keeping the internal environment of the cell stable. This is known as homeostasis. Gatekeeper. It regulates what enters and leaves the cell, allowing nutrients in and waste products out. Communication. The surface is covered with proteins that act as receptors. These receptors receive signals from other cells or the environment, allowing the cell to respond appropriately. Cell recognition. Those carbohydrates we mentioned, they help cells recognize each other, which is vital for tissue formation and immune response. How does the membrane work? The cell membrane's key function is to control the movement of substances in and out of the cell, and it does this in a few different ways. Simple diffusion. Small, nonpolar molecules like oxygen and carbon dioxide slip through the phospholipid bilayer without needing any help. This is like water soaking through a sponge. Facilitated diffusion. For larger or polar molecules like glucose, the membrane uses protein channels or carriers to help them cross. No energy is needed here. It's like a sliding door opening for them. Active transport. Sometimes, the cell needs to move substances against their natural flow, from a low to a high concentration. This requires energy, often in the form of adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Think of it like a pump pushing water uphill. Let's finish this up by once more defining the membrane and its function. The cell membrane is more than just a boundary. It's a complex, dynamic structure crucial for cell survival. It's made up of phospholipids, proteins, cholesterol, and carbohydrates, each playing a role in protecting the cell, regulating transport, facilitating communication, and maintaining stability. Next time you think about a cell, remember this incredible layer that makes life possible. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button, check out our other videos For more on cellular metabolism, nutrition, and human biology as it relates to metabolism of nutritives,